get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll. Our starter in this one, Jack Flaherty. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
O'Neal Cruz leading things off and takes a strike. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. First pitch misses. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. Cruz stands at second with no outs. Just off the inside edge.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Base knock right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with one out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Here's Kyle Tucker. 3 for 8 in the series coming in.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-1.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Next offering is in for a strike. Outside. Luis Robert Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Golden opportunity right here.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball one.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low. The count now 2-2. That's hard hit on the line. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runners tagging from second and third. One runs in.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Here's a speed threat, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. And that one sliced foul.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. First and third, one down. The changeup missing. Now 1-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
High fly ball down the left field line. He's got it. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they take a 2-run lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Just missed.
That's ball two.
That one well upstairs. And that's ball three. There's a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
First baseman Anthony Rizzo.
Here comes Anthony Rizzo.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. And he hit him.
First base.
So they're all loaded up. Here comes Wilson Contreras.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Hard hit left side. Over to Torres. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Cubs 2. The Tigers coming to bat. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Sandy Alcantara. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Bottom of the first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. The shortstop takes the ball. Alcantara, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. That's a strike. Right through there for a strike. That one the other way, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
I'm liking the power he's shown recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. Keith went deep in his most recent game. Man at second. And there's a ball. Strike 1. McKinstry leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Comes a 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Rizzo. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Here's Riley Green. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Torkelson getting ready to hit.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Fought off foul. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Gleyber Torres.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Bases loaded, one away. That one just misses. Going to count 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On the ground, McMahon. Off balance feed, there's one. On to Rizzo at first, and they get the double play.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Back at Comerica Park. Here's Ryan McMahon now.
Ryan McMahon.
Flaherty back to work. And a strike on the outside edge. McMahon measures 6 feet 2 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was selected to the All-Star game last year. He swings and fouls one off. Kicks and deals. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one missed. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Cruz stands in now and watches strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that one missing low. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
1 out, base is empty. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And that's in the dirt.
No strikes.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. And another ball. Kyle Tucker on deck for the Cubs. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Misses again, 5 in a row. Judge leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And that's outside.
That pitch is out.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. Ripped on a line. Meadows makes the catch. And that's the third out. Cubs leave one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Wenzel Perez. Just missed. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. One up, one down.
Batting 7, catcher Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And there's a strike.
0-1. Ball. 1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That to right. Tucker should have it. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
Batting 8, center fielder.
Now it's going to be Parker Meadows.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Meadows matched a homer in his last game. And that misses. And that is ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Just missed.
That's just out.
That one lifted to left. Judge is under it. And that will end the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Luis Robert Jr. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The delivery to Robert. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A solo shot. His 18th home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Foul ball there. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's out.
And look out.
Perfect.
That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Man at first, nobody out. Now, Bo Bichette. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Throw to third. Save. That's 50 stolen bases for him this year. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
And that's in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brant Herter, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready.
now. He may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. Crow Armstrong on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 4 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Ibanez launched a homer in his most recent game.
Nope.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the slider just misses. foul ball, and it remains a full count. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Back to the top of the lineup, and now the shortstop, Zach McKinstry, doubled his first time up. The shortstop takes the ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Right through there for a strike. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
2-2. And a good eye there.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground right side. Rizzo takes it to the bag. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at-bat. Two down, base is empty. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-1. On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise. They trail it here 4-0. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Brant Herter.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
So the lineup flips over. So up now for Chicago, O'Neal Cruz. And a strike in there. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
Runner.
First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, save.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Runner at second, nobody out. Strike two.
0-2.
And ball one to Judge.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Flying around third is Cruz. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. And misses inside. Clips the corner, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Grounder might be 2. 1 at second. And it's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 outs, base is empty. Luis Robert now. He's already homered in this game. Going away. 2 down, nobody on. Ball 1 there. Two outs. There's a strike at the knees. Inside, and it's 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Ibanez snags it, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and the lead is now 5-0. Back back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. In for a strike. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Just missed.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
One now. Slapped foul.
Now this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. So a man aboard, and next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker brings it in. One down.
Now that is second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here is Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Man at first, one away.
Strikes.
That catches the corner. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to second for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Tigers nothing. New inning getting started. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Herder measures 6 feet 6 inches, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. In there at the knees.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
To the right side, Torkelson takes it himself, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So digging in, Bo Bichette, 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the 1st. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. McKinstry sends it to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Now batting, first baseman Anthony Rizzo.
And here is Anthony Rizzo. And that's outside. 1-0. And it's fouled away.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Green grabs it on the run. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Alcantara back to work. And a strike.
Well, these Tigers need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And ball one. And big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses. 2-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And a good start to the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now, Jake Rogers. Flied to right his first time.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
Just missed. Perez on at first, nobody out. And that one fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. And that one is downstairs, and it's a full count. Cut on and lifted in the air. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Parker Meadows.
Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. On the ground right side, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now here is Andy Ibanez. Out towards right center field. And makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 5-1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
And next up for the Tigers, Zach McKinstry, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at third, 2 away. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 5 and the Tigers 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. There's a strike. And a foul ball. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. In the air, out towards left center. Meadows pulls it down, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman,
Ryan McMahon, the next Cub to hit. Just missed. There's a strike. Next pitch is outside. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
To the right side, slides for the stop, gathers and throws, and they get the out. Cubs are down quietly. They're up 5-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That's in there. Strike one. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. He's 2 for 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball. Curve in the dirt. The Cubs leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch, not close, up high.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Not even close there. And now 3-1.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup and missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Digging in, Spencer Torkelson.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Right down to shoot. That's strike one. Green, the lead runner, out at second. Torkelson at first. One gone. That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So up next, Wenzel Perez. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that one in the air, center field. He makes the grab, and that is the inning. Tigers strand a pair. They're down 5-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Tommy Kahnle, 25th appearance of the year for him. Here is Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Clips the outside corner. That is strike 2.
2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. That just misses. 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one missing inside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Judge waits. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Tucker
That's a ball.
stands in here, takes ball one low. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Johnny Brebbia up and throwing. Brisky getting cranked up as well. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. And that is out of play. One and two now. And that
That's
just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. And that's ball four.
Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now it's Luis Robert. He's already homered here in this one. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Two the count.
That one just misses. And ball four, two aboard.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Crow Armstrong now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Two on, one out. Swings through that one for strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's off the mark. It's a ball and two strikes. Runners at first and second with one gone.
Two balls,
in the dirt. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 1 for 3. That misses
Ball
the
1.
zone, and that's ball 1. First and second, 2 down. And now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Now 3-0.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Home run number 10 on the year, and they add on. It's 8-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tommy Canley done for the day, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. So they bring on the veteran, Johnny Brebbia.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 2 down, Anthony Rizzo, the next Cub to hit. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And another ball. And a swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next offering misses, and now it's 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if His run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Downstairs, and that's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
2 outs, runner at first. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Rizzo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Look out! And it hit him. And up next for Chicago, Ryan McMahon. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Ripped, but it curls foul. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tucker sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder
Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Just missed.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
The Cubbies up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
1 strike.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. That one finds the corner, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Chop to third. McMahon. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Andy Ibanez.
So 2 down now, and here is Andy Ibanez.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. has room, and he makes the catch. Tigers are shut down there. It's still an 8-1 ball game. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not
Ball
outdated?
one, no strikes.
The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get. Now this down the right field line. Fair ball, should be extra bases. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. So a man aboard. It's Aaron Judge now. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's an 8-run lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. And that drops in for a strike. Rebbia goes 6'1", 205 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2015. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside. Ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard.
Now batting.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
Little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
So here's Robert now. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That one
Off the plate,
outside.
ball one.
Ball one. Judge, the lead runner at second. Tucker over at first with one away. Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
is
off the plate.
outside. Yeah, there's the strike. Next
Ball
pitch
three.
misses. 3-1. Two on, one out. And that's in for a strike. Counts full, 3-2.
Count is 3-2.
And that'll load the bases.
Now batting.
So digging in, Bo Bichette. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Bases loaded, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And all 3 runners on the move here. Throw on to Torkelson. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Now batting. Anthony Rizzo.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Johnny Brebbia departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Pitching change here, Bo Brisky.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here comes Anthony Rizzo. And he takes a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Second and third, 2 down. In the air, center field. And that is that. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Tigers 1. Back here in Detroit, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Zach McKinstry. Alcantara back to work. In the air, left field. Judge is there. 1 up, 1 down.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Colt Keith.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. Well, he's just about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's got a chance to get through this 8th inning if he can get 2 more
Inside,
quick
ball
outs.
That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. Fastball for a strike. And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Line drive, hauls it in, 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 down, bases empty. And here is Riley Green. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-1. On the ground, right side. Throws to first, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 9. It's 10-1. And we're back. Leading off, Wilson Contreras.
Leading off for the Cubs, catcher Wilson Contreras.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Tigers bullpen with some action. Jason Foley, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Next pitch off the plate. And now it's even 1-1. And a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a foul out of play. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one ripped. Way back there. Forget it. That one felt good. It's 12-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the ninth. The shortstop takes the ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
On the ground, out to short. Throw on to Torkelson. Now one gone in the ninth.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Judge rips that one back there. Just missed it.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Tucker in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that'll do it. Cubs add 2 on this homer. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. There's a strike. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1. And that one is inside. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is even 2-2.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely. So a man at first. Here's Gleyber Torres. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Runner at first with no outs here. And another ball.
3-0.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So up next, Wenzel Perez. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Torkelson on second. Torres on at first with nobody out. Six straight outside the strike zone. Alcantara checks the runner. Next offering is downstairs.
I got 3-0.
First and second here, no outs.
Hey!
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Payoff pitch, and they're all loaded up.
Pitches down.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
And next to hit for Detroit. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Caleb Thielbar.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
And there's a fly ball deep right field, way back there, onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and it's now 12-2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Meadows at the plate and takes high there. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's going to be Andy Ibanez. There's a swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That's down and in.